Good morning. It is Wednesday, the 20th of July, 2022. Lots of twos going on there. Just before noon, actually, and I'm over here in my craft room, library, whatever it happens to be at the moment, looking at the components to my set of shelves. And they have sent me screws, 2 bags of screws labeled A. B, C, D, and E are the other fittings for putting it together. And a set of directions, which seem to be nice and clear. And I like looking at nice, clear directions because I actually used to get paid to draw things like this. So, yeah. Okay, and so what they have here are the numbered parts. And so there are a bunch of these. Let's see. Where am I? Trying to look at part 2. Oh, here they are. Don't mind me. I knew what I was doing perfectly before I started recording this. There are 5 of these that are called part 2. Right there, part 2. Okay. And they have a particular screw layout. And you may be saying to yourself, why is she starting with part 2 instead of part 1? That's because part 1's in the other room. Okay. And then this is part 3. That is part of the bottom. And part 4. That is the other part of the bottom. And you see, this is the real bottom because it has only one hole in it for the fitting that will go through and put the turntable on. And this one has one hole in the middle to receive the other end of it, plus the screw holes to put it onto the shelves above. This is the rather unexpectedly thin turntable, but these are pin bearings, I guess, rather than ball bearings, which supposedly will be enough for this to turn with all the weight of all those books on it, which I am optimistic at the moment about. Okay, and here are parts that are called 6 and 7. There it is. 7. And so you can see they are of a different width. Trying to look at the screen and my hand at the same time, and sometimes I kind of fall off. So there we go. And so that will match up with the way the screw holes are in there. The larger one and the smaller one. And okay, so since I said I had the part 1 in the other room, I'm going to go to the other room now. And I'm setting up over here so at least for the beginning I don't have to kneel down on the floor. I do actually kind of prefer working kneeling on the floor because I can get a little more weight behind what I'm doing that way. My arms are not fully functional. So you can see how this is the top part, is different because it has just one set of wide holes, one set of narrow holes on each corner, rather than a set of each on each corner. The others have narrow and wide per corner. Oh, in case you're wondering, I got some poison ivy on my wrist. Okay, so you probably don't need to hear the sound of my drill as I'm starting the screws on here. So I'm going to end this portion of the adventure, and I'll be recording again later. And I'm probably going to cheat and sit down and drink something. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.